Welcome back to Your Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker, the weekly radio show that informs and educates you on how to buy or sell real estate with Barb Schlinker, the owner broker of your home sold, Guaranteed Realty. Now, Barb, the market has certainly changed in the last year. It's causing some people to wonder if their homes will sell quickly and at a good price. Many home sellers want to bet on the sure thing. That would be a cash buyer versus selling to a buyer that needs to go out and get a loan. Bob, talk to us about cash offers and how they may help home sellers.
Well, Richard, in general, people don't sell homes very often. And the assumption about cash offers is that a home seller will take less money from a cash buyer, but that's actually not true, at least not with our cash offers. That some of these investors are looking to maximize the value. Their fees are a little higher than what you normally see, but they deliver great value by solving the problem for them. With my cash offer system, I can take any address in the country, put it up on the cash offer platform, and within minutes, I have multiple preliminary offers for those homes. So it gives me two pieces of information. It gives me an idea what they think the automated value is of the home. And it also gives me a really good idea on how to position the home to get the most money. The seller doesn't necessarily have to take any of those cash offers. You don't have to accept any offer, but there's a lot of ways that you can leverage these cash offers, and they're always available as a backup. And in general, the home sale process is quite a project. I mean, I've been in some big homes that, they're wanting to downsize and they got all this stuff, and it seems like stuff accumulates. It doesn't matter how hard you try, it's going to happen. And it's quite a project if you haven't stayed ahead of that to get the home looking more austere and model-like to present it to the open market. That's one issue. Getting ready for photo days, dealing with repairs, dealing with showings. And it takes a while. It takes probably on average, I would say 60 to 90 days from the time you go on the market to get closed and sold, if all the stars align. Now, we try to make it very simple and smooth without any surprises. That way we give them a really good idea what the market is doing. We'll show them what the competition looks like, the homes that are selling, the homes that are not selling, and what they look like so they can position the home to meet their goals, essentially. And so you really want to start this process probably months before you plan to move. And that way you have time and we have time to help you prepare. So before we meet, we're gonna take a look at what the market's doing. That way we show up with some good information. Then we find out what your goals are. And then we show up for that in-home consultation, take a look at the house and get a really good idea, give you a really good idea of what your home will sell for, and give you tips on what to do and what not to do. Like I was in Granny's house last week, and her number one question on a house that was built in the 60s that was not updated: do we remodel the kitchen? And I'm like, no, you're not going to get the money out of it. And it looked cute. It was just a 60s time warp. Every one of those old appliances absolutely worked. But if you went in there and gutted it and redid it, I don't think the market would command the money that it would cost, right? So it doesn't make sense. It's just what needs to happen is you have to make it look fresh, move-in ready, take care of any broken stuff. And that's what we did. So I'm really excited about where the market's going to go with that. The other thing that we do is we show you all the marketing options, and we show you what the offers are. So even though you may not want one of those cash offers at that time, maybe you prefer to go on the open market and see how much money you can get on the open market, that's fine. It's good for sellers to know that that option is still there for them. So you don't have to worry about, oh, well, I went this way, so I'm not going to be able to get a cash offer later on down the road. And there's another way where we can really leverage it, where you can get the most amount of money, especially when somebody calls and said, hey, do you have any other offers on your home? My answer is always going to be, yes, I do. So the way this came about, I have this colleague in another state that was getting really heavy competition right after the interest rates started going back up from competing real estate companies that were promising to sell fast and for cash and stuff like that. And so he went out, and the son of this team leader went out and met with people with buckets of money. That's what they do. They invest in homes, they turn them around and maximize their dollar amount. And so he came up with about 67 to 70 high net worth buyers that are willing to pay cash for these homes. So they created a website. We can take our properties and put them in there, and then instantly we get offers. And if the seller's interested in that, we can move forward with that investor. We can even negotiate with that investor. So it is a nice option for most sellers to have. And I even had a seller recently that called me from Florida. Florida's gotten really saturated right now. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of hurricanes and insurance and stuff like that. But he had just bought in Florida, was planning to move back to the West Coast. And he's like, what do I do? So the first thing I did was try to look at his pictures, because he's listed with an agent out there. And I'm like, well, you could fix this and fix that. But it sounds like if you have that much competition, it could be a pricing problem as well. And I put them up on the cash offer website and got them offers right away. So it was kind of fun to be able to do that. We can also use those if somebody comes to the seller and says, hey, Mr. Seller, I have a house to sell that's not sold or not even on the market yet. So I've told outside agents, hey, we can get offers on your listing so you can buy our listing without a sale contingency. I've gotten mixed results from that, because the other agents, it's out of their wheelhouse essentially. I had one agent that summarily rejected even looking at the offers. And then she went on to put her listing on the market, probably at least 150,000 over what it was worth, in my opinion. So I don't think she really knew what she was doing. So, and I've had others that just said, no, we're going to do it. We're just going to go on the open market. And the net result for that buyer who made an offer on one of my listings was that they didn't get the dream house that they wanted. They wanted to buy my listing, and I offered them a solution. They blew me off. They put their house on the market and somebody else got the house. So it's too bad. It's a relatively new system, but once we have an agreement to go get you a buyer, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to try to find you the buyer that you want according to your situation. We even give you like a checklist on, okay, so based on how you want to sell, here's what the steps are going forward. That way you have absolute clarity on what are the steps next. If you go on the open market, I absolutely recommend considering our certified pre-owned home program, because it gives you more certainty that once you do get a contract that you like, that the process is going to go through, you're going to pass the inspection, and everybody's going to be happy. So whether you want cash buyers or traditional buyers, you want to make sure that when you go on the open market, that your home is properly marketed, because we know the first showing is online and you only have seconds to make an impression before a buyer is moving on. Plus, we prepare you for all the things that could happen in the sales process. It's usually rather interesting what goes on. And that's what we help people do. So if you're interested in getting cash offers, give us a call. We guarantee multiple cash offers on your home. And we also guarantee 100% of market value, or we'll pay the difference. So to find out about those, call us at 719-301-3900 or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. Richard?
We're talking about why a home seller would consider a cash buyer versus a traditional sales process. Barb, tell more about having offers that can help the sellers get more money.
Well, we have 4 different strategies, and it really depends on what the seller wants. There are some I just last week had a seller tell me, I don't want a bunch of agents coming in here. I don't want to sell that way. And I'm like, okay, we're going to market your home privately to people that are looking for a home like yours. And that's exactly what we're doing. I brought them 2 offers last night. So not everybody has the same strategy. Some people want to have a bunch of buyers come through their home. Some people want a fast as is sale. They don't want to deal with strangers coming through their house. But if they go on the open market, I know based on what we do, we're giving them the best chance to command full market value based on our processes and our systems that we have in place. And these cash offers actually help them with getting full market value. An agent comes along and says, "Hey, Barb, I got a buyer that's very interested in making an offer on your home. The first question is, do you have any other offers?" And my answer is, yes, I do. Bring your best and highest, and we'll be meeting with the seller at 4 o'clock on Friday or whatever time it is. So it does give you a little bit more leverage to be competitive and help position the buyer to put their best foot forward. Nothing more disappointing than getting an offer from a buyer's agent that thinks they know how to negotiate, and their only mission is a win-lose scenario. In other words, they're making an offer below asking price. They're asking the seller to pay an additional 15 or 20,000 in closing cost. And oh, by the way, after that, they're going to want some repairs too. It's really hard for sellers to want to pay them their full commission when they're coming in that way. So there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it. And we can help our sellers really maximize their home value. So if you are thinking of making a move, give us a call at 719-301-3900 or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. Richard?
Well, without further ado, let's, Barb, go to your hot new listings for this week. What do you have?
I have a beautiful home in Northgate, very close to the Air Force Academy, priced in the low sixes, brand new carpet, gorgeous home, updated bathrooms. I think you'll enjoy this, close to a walking trail. I have a stunning home in Larkspur in Perry Park on Winged Foot Court. This home is priced at 1.25 million. Absolutely spectacular views from every single window in the home, in superb condition and a great location. I have a gorgeous home on Camfield Circle. This is a Briargate home with gleaming hardwood floors throughout in excellent condition and fabulous views. I also have another amazing view house on Sunbird Hills, priced at 1.5999. And this home actually has two cars garage, big deep 2-car garage on the main level. You could drive around the side. It has a big 4-car garage around, or 3-car minimum, but you might be able to squeeze a 4th car in there. And it's kind of cool because it's almost like a multi-generational home. So the main level has 3 bedrooms plus a study, beautiful views all around. And then the lower level has another bedroom, a kitchenette, a rec room where you could have your in-laws or extended family living there. It's a great, great location. I have an adorable cabin on Friar Tuck in Divide, priced at $399. This home is included with a couple of extra lots, so it's actually almost an acre of absolute beauty, and it's a great kind of mountain getaway. We also have some homes owned by the Secretary of Veterans Affairs. These homes need a little love as far as condition, but you know what? To get 35 acres and great views, it's absolutely a good buy. And coming very soon, I have Granny's home in the low 300,000s. I have an amazing property in Jackson Creek in the upper 400,000s. And we have a beautiful home in Wolf Ranch on Old Glory that backs to open space. Is just gorgeous. Brand new carpet coming up very soon in the upper 5s. If you want to find out about all of our coming soon homes, go to barbhasthebuyers.com or give us a call at 719-301-3900. Richard?
Thanks, Barb. You've been listening to Your Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. If you're thinking of making a move, call Barb 719-301-3900 or visit barbhasthebuyers.com. That's it for this week. Barb, have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.